Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here to the first Fan Fridays for this week, and I do not know what's going to happen for this battle, so we just have to dive in and check it out. I mean, I see an Espeon. Is this going to be a Fan Sableye sweep? We haven't shown any Fan Sableye for a while. Also, Infernape's just kind of kicking in the background, so we're going to see what's just going to happen. All right, so that's going to be Greninja versus the Espeon. Espeon wins. It's going to be faster, it's going to Dazzling Gleam, and it's going to do shenanigans like that. So that's going to be a Dazzling Gleam, and the Greninja not getting knocked out. So I have to guess, since I didn't see any Life Orb recoil or anything, it's more of like a tanky setup Espeon. Maybe not, like, I feel like it should have done way more damage than that. And if it was Specs, that would absolutely be a one-hit KO onto the Greninja. But the Dark Pulse in return, it's the Battle of the Frails. Two very, very frail sweepers going at it, and Greninja just hit a little harder because of that Life Orb, and that's going to be a Fake Out. Who has to worry about speed when you can just finish off the Greninja with a Fake Out? That's always cool. So Infernape's going to lose some hit points right there, and now we're going into the Milotic. So what is Infernape going to do to the Milotic? Nasty things with that Thunder Punch, and the Thunder Punch will be enough to knock it out. That's what we have Iron Fist for. So yeah, it's super effective, getting bonus damage, and then the Life Orb on top of that, it is enough to one-shot the Milotic, and oh, it looks like the battle's gonna be over. That's Gengar, so into Mega Gengar, and now we just like watch a Flare Blitz or something, and then GG. So now I understand what this battle is about. It's all about the Infernape sweep. Oh, Fire Punch. It's not even Flare Blitz, Fire Punch. That's still going to be enough to take out the Gengar, even with the Mega, and that's the damage that Infernape puts out. Now, there were some more submissions for this one, so let's go and check those out. Oh wow, it's the same team. Alright, that's some Battle Spot dedication, bringing, I would imagine, some of your favorite Pokemon at that point, using Sableye, using Espeon to kind of weaken the team up, and then just set up for the ultimate Infernape destruction. Sounds good, and I like seeing this one. So, that's going to be Espeon with the Grass Knot, just straight up into that Lantern, for trying to get as much damage as possible, but Lantern, very, very tanky Pokemon, going to throw back the Discharge, and that's not going to do too much to Espeon either. So we're using that speed in our favor at this point, you know, we're going to survive that, and then we're going to throw out the damage, and then that's going to be Citrus Berry, making it to where that last Grass Knot almost didn't matter at all, into another Discharge. So, I mean, when you have the Infernape, your plan is pretty simple right now. Make it to where it just goes into one-shot range. So yeah, this team seems like it's playing to the win conditions pretty effectively, and the opponent went for the Scald right there, which is, I would say, is a pretty good call, just in case switched into the Infernape or switched into another Pokemon, has a burn chance or something like that. So now we go into the Sableye. Sableye, not even Mega, just going straight up for that Calm Mind, and that does work out pretty well because you're not worrying about too much status threat, and if you get Scalded, that's going to hit you with a burn even if you're Mega or not. And the Discharge, actually, when you think about it, like, Scald Discharge on the Lantern is pretty ferocious because you have that Paralyzed chance at 30%, you have the Scald chance at 30%, and Sableye gets paralyzed right there as Lantern keeps throwing out those Discharges. I mean, it's doing good chunks of damage, so now we have to really make use, like, that's the good thing about not Megaing right here, you're going to be frail. So you're going to be taking much more damage, but at the same time, you also have the opportunity to get free outspeeds forever, and that's going to be the Will-O-Wisp. Might as well start making to where the Lantern starts going down. But yeah, this is just playing to your win conditions. Like, alright, I can make it to where Lantern doesn't threaten me as much, and then I keep my options open to just kind of destroy the rest of his team. Now, Sableye, Lantern is just Sableye land, honestly, because you're going to be able to set up tons of Calm Minds, free recover, free anything that you ever want. And now we're going into the Mawile. So Mawile, not going to be as family friendly on the Sableye, but it's also like, alright, what do you do in this case? Do you sacrifice your Sableye to burn the Mawile? Or do you... Oh, wow, he went for the switch. That's interesting. So the opponent tried to bait out a double switch, like, who's going to keep a Sableye in on the Mawile? Well, we will. And that actually works out pretty badly because uses that just in case to bait into the Flash Fire. Alright, the opponent had it. Like, the opponent knows what's up right there. And unfortunately, the team is a little too strong for the Sableye, and that Flare Blitz will knock it out because physical fire, like, fire types that do physical damage, Sableye just does not deal. And that's going to be some recoil damage right there. But now it's Infernape's time to shine. And all Infernape has to do is just, well, I don't know, anything against this guy. I don't imagine Rapidash is too strong of a Pokemon. So Life Orb Fake Out does a nice little bit, and Infernape's just going to be faster with that Mach Punch, Stab Iron Fist, and that will be enough to finish right there. So fortunately, Infernape has a great typing to deal with the Mawile as well. Like, it just doesn't get to hit it. And then Sucker Punch, oh, that's going to be resisted. Oh, Infernape with the, still going to just Mach Punch the Lantern, not even anything else. Wow, that's pretty good right there. So enough damage to finish off. I'd imagine if you have like Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, Mach Punch, Fake Out, it's just punch Infernape and it's wrecking face. You don't need Flare Blitz or overwhelming damage. So the Intimidate on the Mawile, going to be a little rough right there. Mega Mawile is going to be the Pokemon we see. So Infernape's frail. That resisted hit is still going to be ridiculous on that play rough, but he's throwing out the Sucker Punch. I don't think that was the move to make. You wanted that stab, you wanted the higher base power, but Infernape throws out the Fire Punch anyways, and ooh, that's going to be interesting right there. Oh, Mach Punch. Mach Punch is going to seal it. What? Fake Out. Oh, Fake Out to bait out the Sucker Punch. You can do that as well. Oh, the mind games. The mind games are so real right now. Infernape. Oh my goodness, the opponent keeps throwing out the Sucker Punch. All it would take is like one Iron Head, and the game's done. Counting all this. Oh, there's the Iron Head. Infernape goes down anyways. Got a little greedy, but that got entertaining. Like, those are the mind games right there. I honestly feel like a Mach Punch would have been enough to finish it right there. And since you're faster, the priority wouldn't matter on that Sucker Punch. Good damage on that Fire Punch. The Intimidate did cut it down, but yeah, that was close and an entertaining way to end the battle. But Infernape, pretty boss from what I've seen from this. You know, just I would expect like Flare Blitz or Close Combat or something. No, this has none of that. Just play the priority game. You come in at the right time after, you know, throwing out enough damage, spreading it across the team. I feel like you're going to run that Infernape. That's where Stealth Rocks or some kind of entry hazard would work out really well. Just get that little extra chip damage in case the damage falls through. And unfortunately, like the battle recorder is so fast that we really didn't get to understand how heavy those mind games went, but too many Fake Outs. I feel the Mach Punch would have done it anyways. But that's one of those things like, all right, when's the opponent going to shift? When are you? It kind of boils down to luck at that point because you don't know what your opponent's going to think. You don't know when they're going to break their style. You don't know when they don't know when you're going to break your style. But close game overall and a really fun first game. So if you guys enjoyed the start to Fan Fridays, Infernape Madness, I might name the video that.